6 tricks to increase your FICO score. That's right, 6 tricks that you may not have heard about to increase your FICO score. What up? You got Mr. Smith, 0.5 of Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and in this brief video, I want to give you 6 tricks to help you increase your FICO score. And it's going to help you out tremendously. Now, I will say this, as it relates to FICO, the reason why I say FICO is because FICO is the one that's predominantly used by the lenders, by the creditors. Anybody who you are applying with, they're using a FICO score. A lot of people use Vantage, and we use Vantage as a guide just to kind of know what's happening, if things are being deleted, you know, just something we use as a guide. However, FICO is the gold standard as it relates to credit and the the entity that credit is reported to. So their formula is second to none. So that's why I want you to understand the FICO score. You can get access to them through myfico.com. Myfico.com. Set up an account. It's not free. It's usually a little bit more expensive. Or if you have a credit card, a lot of times you can go directly through your credit card and they'll give you access to your FICO score on a monthly basis at no additional cost. Now, I'm speaking to an individual who wants an 800 plus credit score. So you can follow these rules no matter where you are. But if you want 800 plus, then you want to keep these rules in mind. Number 1, make sure you have flawless payment history. So don't miss a payment. Don't be late on a payment. And if you have some late payments, then you can go through the process to getting those things deleted, whether you use our free credit class using the link available below, or you hire us for our services to help you get some of those late payments removed. Sometimes it's harder than, it's not as easy, but flawless payment history helps put you in a position to have incredible credit and increases your credibility, because they're like, oh, hey, this person is never late. And that definitely helps you get to the 800 level. So understand that first and foremost, you want to have flawless payment history. Credit utilization. If you have a credit card, credit utilization is the balance that you keep in comparison to the credit limit that you have. So if you have a $10,000 credit limit, you want to stay under $1,000. Preferably, you want to stay single digits. So that will be 900 and some change or less. And if you really want to kick it up a notch, just pay it off in full. Use it, and just pay it off in full. So that way you're carrying a low balance. 1%, some people say, but single digits. And sometimes people say the sweet spot is between 1 and 4, between 6 and 8 and all of that. But just get in the habit of paying it off in full, or definitely keep it in the single digits and just kind of reflecting and seeing which one helps your score algorithms the best. So that's that. Number 3, you want to make sure that you have about 9 years of credit history. Why is that important? They want to make sure you're not a newbie in terms of using your credit. Now, of course, you can still have a great credit score even if you don't have 9 years, because that's time that you're up against. However, one of the ways to get more years in your credit age if you're younger is to be added as an authorized user to a parent's account, a grandparent's account, an auntie, somebody that you love and that you know that they're serious about taking care of their credit score, and they don't even have to issue you out a credit card, but it helps you with the age. But 9+ years is a sweet spot, and it helps in terms of strengthening your score because they know that you're not new to using your credit. But don't be alarmed if you got a long way before you get to the 9-year mark. You can still have an 800 credit score. I just want you to make note of it just so you can have it in your mind. Another thing is 11+ accounts. If you have 11+ accounts, whether open and or closed, it can be of benefit. So you may have had a card too, paid it off. You may have had some loans, paid them off. You may have a couple of credit cards that are open. So you got a combination of things. 11+ lets it be known, okay, this person is good all across the board. They have had multiple accounts. Some of them might not have been perfect, but they were great and in good standings to the point where it helps strengthen your score even more because you got 11+ accounts. So where am I at in numbers? I said payment history. I said credit utilization. I talked to you about the number of accounts as well as the credit age. So that's 4. I want to give you 6 total. Number 5 is I had a note. I don't want to lose it. Okay, perfect. Number 5 is 0 hard inquiries. You want to get rid of those hard inquiries. Now, if you've recently applied for something and you got approved for it, then you kind of just want to wait until the 12 months happen, because you don't want to remove that hard inquiry attached to an account that you actually have an account with. Reason being, if you remove the inquiry, then it's like, okay, how did you possibly get approved for this without an application at all? So the inquiry had to take place in order for the account to be established. So understand that. So you might just have to wait the 12-month window. It doesn't roll off in 12 months, but it's less effective after 12 months. After 2 years, it tends to roll off. And if it doesn't, you can, of course, make a call, get it deleted, whatever the case may be. But the hard inquiries, you want them down to a minimum, if not zero, on your credit report, because that's what helps you take your credit to the next level holistically. We're talking 800 plus mentality in terms of your credit. And number 6, last but definitely not least, if you're kind of stuck in the 700s, one of the things you can do is get in the habit of using your credit card more. That may shock you. Using your credit card more, and only in some cases, I know people who I'm connected to who have great credit scores, and I got a ton of respect for. They only use their credit card. They stopped using their debit a long time ago. They very seldom use cash unless they have to. They only use their credit card because they're looking at it like every swipe is an opportunity for me to build my credit. So why not be using my credit card all the time and just pay it off? So they're treating it like a debit card. They're only spending the money that they know they have to pay back. So if they know they got $500 that they would have spent on groceries and things of that nature anyway, they say, you know what? Let me go ahead and spend the $500, but pay it off immediately on that credit card. So that way they're using the credit card, they're building up their payment history with the credit card, they're paying it in advance, because if they spent it on Monday, good chance they're going to pay it off on Friday. So they're paying it in advance. And now the creditors are looking like, okay, this person is using us and they're paying it off. We keep letting them use money. We love it. We love it because they're using money, paying it off, using money, paying it off, and they like the sound of it. In fact, that's a big part of what made our bank boost our credit limit. They're like, okay, they using it, paying it off in full, using it, let me give them some more money. We like how they operate. So that helps take your credit to the next level even more by using your credit card more and paying it off, being strategic with the process. So those are 6 tricks to help boost your FICO score and get you in those 800s. If you're not already there, trust me, write those down. Don't take it lightly. I slid that in there, but some people don't want you to know the formula in terms of boosting their credit score, and that is a formula that you can take to the bank, literally and figuratively. Salute. See you on the next video.